me move, you make me dance, you make my heart beat super fast. You lift me up, you make me laugh. Baby, you're the best I ever had. You're the best I ever. You make me move, you make me dance, you make my heart beat super fast. You lift me up, you make me laugh. Baby, you're the best I ever had. You're the best I ever had. You make me move, you make me dance, you make my heart beat super fast. You lift me up, you make me laugh. Baby, you're the best I ever had. You're the best I ever had. You make me move, you make me dance, you make my heart beat super fast. You lift me up, you make me laugh. Baby, you're the best I ever had.
Yeah, one more time.
And I wonder if Humpel the assault there on the side was able to put down a satchel on the ground or anything. Yeah! And that's the double tank explosion. That was amazing.
Und es wird angekämpft. Wir bleiben mal kurz in der Kirsche. Keine Garten in der Kirsche. Ist auch die bessere Idee wegen den ganzen Satchels. Und er hat von... Ich weiß nicht, welchen Erhalt das war, aber ich nehme an, das war der Co-Erhalt. Aber der ist direkt zerstört durch die eigene Näht von Bommel, hätte ich jetzt fast gesagt. Oder Para?
Been like 4 minutes now! Kill this man!
This Tiger Tank going for the absolute Chad move. He's going to try and get himself satcheled and then blow up inside the point or something. Absolute savagery. You can never ever let up against this team. Getting nice flanks here with the squad leader and the commander actually pushing Coltrane with the OP there. Soviet Slug gonna go down to Coltrane as well, so that's huge plays from the commander there.
Not that we have seen, but there's a lot of frontline pressure coming up from WTH now. Harris is inside the point. If he gets one and he gets this OP, we're talking. He gets two. Big plays by Harris. There's an OP right here, and I don't think he knows. He's got no idea. They spawn in again.
Yeah, spawn in.
He gets another. He gets another two. Go on.
Three.
Ah,
Why is that line of sight?
Nice focus.
Kind of hedge.
Yeah.
Now, this is going to make for an interesting final. They did contest. Woo! Oh, hell, look at all this. Look at the carnage! My goodness!
How? How did you not see him? How? Look at him. Go on.
And we'll take some. Oh, did he get the knife?
Nice!
He just got knifed.
Natsu passe à stock time. Oblib. Point middle maîtrisé par la STDV. Natsu passe à Skywalker. Natsu face à Opilad.
Trirex yet, and now that they have it, I think that they're going to be able to hold this point out quite well. They got a big garrison.
Ooh, did you just see that
is zeroed
artillery?
in.
Hello and welcome to the recap, and we have got DasAltberg and GarthnX with us, and their streams. Where are the cameras? There are they.
Hello.
There they are.
Hello.
Where are they?
They are they are the ones.
Yeah.
How are you both? GarthnX, hello again as always, and good afternoon to you, DasAltberg.
Good evening, Mr. On Connection. Good evening.
Oh man, DasAltberg, literally a legend of Hell Let Loose at this point.
I mean, we just watched one of his ultimate clips, the trailers that we've seen numerous times throughout this tournament. So before we start anything, it is a big thank you for that. They've been lovely to watch, the actions that everyone's getting, put them together. I think everyone really looks forward to seeing those trailers, and I think each streamer puts them on when they're introducing the game. So a big thank you to us and for the other guys as well.
No thanks needed. Nah, it's fine. I make them up for myself, and then I thought, anybody else can use them as well. Why not?
But that's it, community minded, and I think it's something. I mean, we'll talk hopefully a little bit later on about your kind of involvement with the seasonal and with streaming in general. But like the trailer is just like one more thing where you've kind of become like part of the zeitgeist for Hell Let Loose now. Like this, the trailers are like such a part of it. The wheel, such a part of it.
Everyone wants the wheel for everything, don't they?
Duck sounds.
And for good
laugh
reason.
when people are like killing their own people. So yeah, thank you on our part for all the stuff that you've done for Hell Let Loose. It's awesome.
Everyone wants that wheel as well. It is like the
Will
bread
is
and butter
beloved,
of Hell Let
though.
Loose now.
It's beloved.
It is.
I mean, for a good reason. It's amazing. It's better than Hell Let Loose at this point.
It's less frustrating sometimes.
It does help things as well. Maybe you should just go, right, here are the maps. The first one is, boom, who wants it? Go for it.
I mean,
So,
I can give you a little spoiler for next season if we have again a little random
I think you should. Here's the show to put it on.
a little spoiler thing, because now that the wheel is fun, we might do the wheel again. What I also ordered was this lovely box.
Oh
It's
yes,
one of those-
Tombola.
One of those
Yeah.
bingo
Oh,
things,
yes.
exactly. We
Yeah.
give each team a number and things, like
Yes,
night, that
yes.
map, and then we can do this.
That
100%.
With a little table, top-down camera that just goes on this and then spin it.
yes. That
Hiding
means there's,
behind.
there's no cheating or anything like
No
that.
funny
That's-
business. I was going to say hiding behind a little curtain.
Hiding inside the balls.
Just turn that 9 upside down and give us a 6, and we'll be good wherever the map that is.
Yeah.
Well, I think we've had our proof that it's not rigged, but we'll get into that.
Oh.
Well, what have we got on the show tonight?
We've had a fantastic, proper fantastic semi-final, and I remember watching the last seasonal semi-final. I think this one tops it. The teams that were playing this time, Core, TL, WTH, and Blacklist, fantastic, and both teams, all 4 teams really wanted this so badly, and I'm so glad that no one got the 5-0. It went 90 minutes, and that just really
Almost
entertained us. Almost got it.
Core still just trying to smash at the end there. I don't know.
Shall we get into what just
Yes.
happened over yesterday night? Let's have a little look. So the first game that was actually lined up for the evening, it was Core versus Blacklist. Now, I believe that was Mr. Nitro and the famous, let's have it up, Lapino. Lapino streaming in the French, and Mr. Nitro, I believe that DasAltberg, you were co-hosting with that one. Is that correct?
I was, yes, and massive thanks to Mr. Nitro. Shout out to him. He's in the chat. I see him here already. But yeah, huge shout out to Nitro for having me on his stream. Go check that out if you haven't seen it already. What a game! They played before in the tournament. These two teams earlier in the main stage, but on the rematch here, slightly different map. They played Samurai Glees the first time, but it was on Hertgen yesterday, and the Core guys had Axis, which, well, I think has the advantage on Hertgen. I don't know if the stats that we'll see maybe next week will kind of back that, but that would be my guess. And I think that they got a little bit fortunate with the middle point. So, like I say, Hertgen Forest, Core Axis, they got North Pass as the middle point, which kind of favors them quite strongly if they can get their tank set up and firing like across towards Vayback Overlook, across the top of North Pass. If they can get a tank over at Hill 15, over in Square H4, then they can kind of get some shots off on the back of North Pass and cover the back area. They just have to make sure that enemies aren't coming from the south when they cross the river. They always push over through this kind of like lumber area. There's a hill down to the south of North Pass, and that's the tricky area. And basically, straight out the gate, Core kind of showed that they understood all of that, as you'd expect. It's Core, and they just put the wheels into motion. Basically, you know, they capped North Pass, they held off Blacklist in that area to the south. They played a slow game, pushing them up the hill towards Vayback Overlook, and Vayback was the second point as well, which is not a terrible draw, as it were, for Blacklist, because they were able to kind of get some attacks going, excuse me, some counter attacks going at the same time as holding their defense, because it's quite close to North Pass. It's not so close that it gives the Axis a huge advantage, but it's close enough that your defenders and your attackers can sort of like sort of blend together in a way, like they're close enough to help each other out almost. But yeah, I mean, Core just basically doing it the same thing on a different map that they did last time to Blacklist. So capturing an area, defending well, and then kind of feeling out the flank with their defenders, almost creating a really long front line, and then looping around and just basically like crushing in towards Blacklist. Every time Blacklist are trying to move anywhere, they're kind of creating a gap, and then Core would just move into that gap. And it took them a couple of tries, but they took Vayback Overlook. And even right towards the end of the game, as I said before, they were still trying to take Reserve Station. Reserve Station, not the worst point the Allies can have, but all of those final points for the Allies on Hurtgen Forest are kind of rubbish. And again, they just like pushed in, dropped, got all of their people in place so that they could take advantage of it, and then dropped an airhead behind or put up a garrison behind. And we're just literally like pushing in a cap race in the final minute of the game. I think they dropped an airhead with like a minute left on the clock. Like, that's how aggressively they were playing. Like, they physically cannot take the point at that stage, and they're still dropping an airhead to try and get people into it. So the other thing that we saw was artillery sniping. So both teams actually had a setup. Blacklist, as the Allies, had an AT gun set up at Reserve Station. And then Core, excuse me for my acid reflux here, Core, they had their own kind of arty snipes going on. And in the end, the sort of battle of the artillery snipes, Core able to get their artillery online for more of the game than Blacklist, and that really helped them out with smokes and some artillery as well. But quite an arty light game, I would say, to go like the full 90s. So there'll be a lot of kills. Their previous game we covered before, the stats of that one, that was one of the highest killing games in the tournament. It was the highest killing game in the tournament. So this one, I suspect, going to challenge it. I think over the weekend we've had something like the average, kills that you get for a game is like 2,900 or something.
Yeah.
Out of 2 games, we've had way over double that, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah, I think a lot of people died in that hour and a half.
So, at the beginning, did Blacklist have any sense of they're actually gonna maybe cap fourth, or even cap the middle, or even go on to win the game? I know that obviously they were a little bit behind at the beginning, but did they have any encouragement, or was it just Core using experience on them?
It was basically just a Core shutdown in the end. There was obviously when they're fighting for North Pass at the start, when they managed to push Core back off of Vayback, they actually did an okay defense kind of halfway through the game, and it looked like then they were going to get some pressure in return on the cap at the center point. But again, it's that thing, once you give them some space to move into, Core move into it, and if that space is your hard cap, well, that's where they're going to go, and that's where they went. So it wasn't really looking to, we saw on the same map with the same middle point, we saw the week before the line do a great job of learning a lot of lessons from their previous game against ESPT OPBHB and turning that into a win. Okay, they had the advantages of being the Germans and having that North Pass point and having their backs to the map and having a good tank snipe, so they could keep or an arty snipe with the tank, so they could keep the artillery offline. But even then, like, they learned those lessons that they needed to from their last game. I don't know, and I'm not accusing Blacklist of not learning the lessons exactly, because they're one of the best teams in the tournament and therefore in the world at 50-50. But it's just that thing of like, I'm sure they would have tried to learn the lessons, but what lessons are there to learn? Is there actually something that can be done against that kind of play with the players at that skill level, or was it just inevitable? I don't know. It was unfortunate for Blacklist. I mean, they kind of got there off the back of a forfeit from Trigger, and Trigger have also played Core previously in the tournament and lost. So I think whoever Core went up against, probably the odds technically would be in Core's favour, but it would be a question of who learned the lessons, and I would have been interested to see if there would have been anything different from Trigger's first attempt, which obviously we're all kind of aware of at this point, just ignoring their artillery. Like, well, I don't know if that was an active choice or whether they just had to, but they just got artilleried over and over and just spawned in and ran infantry straight towards the objective, basically. But they've been doing some really interesting stuff with their tanks and things like this. So I don't know. It'd be interesting to see like whether Trigger had learned more than what Blacklist did. Because Blacklist, it could have almost been like a replay of the previous game on Samurai Eccles, but they just kind of got like area denied by map control and then pushed back and back and back, and then at the one time that they try and do anything in attack, then they get swarmed at their own point. So yeah, a bit of a cut down really.
To me, it sounds like it was a very quite intense game. Blacklist trying to push out core, pushing back in, and using the amount of how offensive that they are, just kept on pushing and pushing and pushing Blacklist. But it sounds, and I watched managed to get at least half of it, and it did look very, very good from your Mr. Nitros and yourself working.
Yeah, listen, all the players who played in that game are excellent on both teams. Like the tacticians are both excellent in charge of the teams. They both had artillery snipes. Like they were on a level. It was a game among equals. In the end, Core deserved the victory. They played very well. They just kind of did like what they always do. But in terms of like the level of Hell Let Loose that you're watching when you see a game like that is so high.
Yeah.
Just like both teams are amazing. But someone's got to win and someone's got to lose and go home. And
so you answered my next question. Was Core the rightful winner? And you said yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, if anyone missed that game, semi-finals, Core taking on Blacklist, Hergon Forest. It is on Mr. Nitros and Lapino Dantance Twitch stream. I'm sure that they've got it on their YouTube if you follow them on YouTube. So if not, go check out on the stream. Go give them a little bit of a follow. Go give them some support and love, and go watch that game. On the
tank plays.
What's that, sorry?
I said check out the tank plays. Core
Tank
with the
plays.
clinic. Yeah.
On the flip side, we do have TL taking on WTH. That was hosted by the man himself, DasAltberg, and Hell Let Loose. Good day, in which I believe he is in chat. So hello, if you are probably just working as well, but hello there. That was on Utah Beach. DasAltberg, take us away.
To the mysterious lands of Utah Beach, yes. Yeah, the short version. I mean, it started off. We had WH on the American side. We had the Line on the Axis side, and it was a fight over WN 7. Thank you. I always mix up 4 and 7 because
I always get them mixed up.
Yeah,
the bottom one.
But yeah, it's WN 7. The one that is full with barbed wire. Oh, right, yeah, that's both, yeah. But no, it was the southern middle point, WN7. And at the moment, the start was lovely. They both cranked in there, shot each other, gunfire, infantry fire, grenades, explosions, artillery, all the good shit you want to see in a match. And then it was the initial capture for the Line. Don't let me fuck it up right now.
Oh, everyone's watching.
Yeah, exactly. It was the initial capture for the Line, if I remember correctly, if I don't fuck it up right now. Which was deserved. They went in there. Then WTH. I'm very now that I'm mixing up the things. That would be very hilarious. But then basically it was 2 recaptures. Yeah, so it was the Line first, then WTH, and then the Line again. Because it took a bit of time to actually capture the point. Then it was the capture for the Line. Then it was the capture for WTH, and then it was the recapture for the Line again. Yes, there we go, Abu. Thank you very much, Abu. Chat there, very much. Abu, the man that makes the bot. But yeah, I mean, it was amazing. It was 20 to 30 minutes at the start that were amazing, filled with fights over the middle, then surprising groups that came from the west, from the east, somewhere just bonked in there from WTH as well, captured the point. TL then also doing the same. That was good shit. I was hyped. And then we had 60 minutes of WTH spawning on the little house northeast of WN7 and
house.
Yeah, the little house, and they basically spawned there. Then they went over the road, lost half their group against the tank that was on that road to the west. Tommy in the Tiger tank, TGT. who stayed there for the whole match, and I think got not even damaged once because nobody attacked that tank. So that Tiger kept on staying there, shooting. I think for that Tiger tank, the biggest enemy was basically losing your ammo at that point. Because I don't think it.
Did someone actually come back and resupply?
I think because he was running out of ammo at some point. I mean, imagine being in a Tiger tank and just basically shooting the whole time and just shooting pigeons.
That was Mr. Do, and in chat he was in there for an hour and 10 minutes, and he did resupply. And I think that I remember watching the stream that tank did not move. Well, he sat there for an hour and 10 minutes. So
at some point it was Mr. Tommy at least, because we kept on calling Tommy out because he was in that tank.
Oh, they brought in tigers.
That's lovely. Yeah, I see it. Yeah. Okay, I see that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, now I have the chat now up as well. But yeah, that tiger stayed up there, chilled, took everybody down. Basically, it was WTH still spawning that house, doing a diagonal push downwards on WN7, dying on the road, sometimes throwing some smokes out, so at least the tiger at least has to guess where they're coming from. But then again, it's a 3 meter wide road. Where guess where they could come from. So they lost half their armed forces there on that road already. Then they pushed it into the trench area, which got blasted concept artillery. So they lost again half of their half. And so it was just 1 or 2 guys that made it into the hardpoint and then got killed. And they did that for 60 minutes.
It looked very tough.
It looked very tough, but it also looked very sad at some point, as far as I can say that, because it was 60 minutes of just continuously getting hit in the face.
There was one clip, and I remember watching. It was Tommy the TTT Tommy Tiger thingy tank that was sitting on a crossroad, and it looked like it was Captain Ducky's job to take that out, and he was numerously times trying to go for that. And I remember you caught him on the side of your screen on left, and he managed to sneak round. He went through a few players, but then someone spotted him, and the tiger turned around and shot him. And I think that kind of just summed up that, like, how TL played against WTH. They were just watching the whole game. The communication was very quick. You know, to see that, to see Captain Ducky and then turn around and shoot him, and it's just the luck of WTH. They didn't have the best of luck, and you know,
I don't know if it's just luck. Let's.
I'm WTH, and I'm saying it's luck.
I watched the game also, and I do have an opinion on this.
Yeah, spit it out. Spit it out.
Go for it.
Yeah. Well, I think that. 2 things. It wasn't just luck. Like both teams did play well. I'm not going to try and take anything away from anybody, but I definitely think that it was a deserved win in the end. Not necessarily the most exciting strategy. Anyone who watched UK Premier League football back in the early 2000s will remember those Chelsea days when they were just
get the 1-0 and then that's it.
Or get the 1-0 and then sit on it. But at the end of the day, what the line have been able to do in the sense of going from a team that was very sort of attacking, we saw them playing against 116, if you remember, on Utah Beach, and they had that last 10-minute problem basically where it looked like they were going to lose, and it was just through mad skill that they managed to keep hold of it in terms of the tanking and just driving around like crazy. But then once that's a certain style of defense, and it's a bit of a seat of your pants defense style. They tried that against the SPT OPBHB over on Samaridimon. It didn't work, but they did also do a solid defense style on that last point for 40 minutes, and they had an epiphany moment. I feel like they realized, we can hold a point. We don't have to play the way that we've always played. We can actually sit a bunch of guys here and hold on to it and do area control, and we're actually quite good at it. And then they came along and they did that exact thing against ESPT again. They learned how to do it, but they did it on the correct point and held the middle, and now they've done it on against what the hell. I think it's deserved. It might not necessarily be the most interesting, but
I I've wanted like a
Plus,
spoiler, you know, something.
defending by what the hell? They left that grandma's house. They had the point. They left the grandma's house open. It was really the only way that they were going to lose the point. And then that crazy airhead with like distraction smokes or like the massive smoke cover, the blanket to just like blind them and then dropping it into the smokes.
I think WTH, they know in themselves that they could have done a lot better, you know, for sure. We've seen a lot better from them in worse games as well. But I also have to say a huge congratulations to TL. You know, they come with against a winning team. They've come against a winning team. They've taken a point. They don't need to go, like you were saying, 4-1, 5-0. They just need to take the point and just last. And that's what they did. And they just didn't let WTH close. And I think to come over and do that to a top-class team, and with the stats and the kills that you did it, huge appreciation for that. And it was great to watch. And I think that your reputation, not just because you've beaten WTH, but just what you've done in the tournament so far, I think your reputation has just shut right up. And I'm very, very looking forward to the Core TL final.
Oh, it's so exciting. A USA versus European final as well. That's pretty sick.
Well, German. They're only German.
German. They are only German.
It's called, they're only German. And some Austrian Swiss boys, I guess. German speaking, let's go like
But it's an international type of, you know, like intercontinental, let's say, final. Yeah. You know, it's a huge event. To be fair to the to what the hell in that game as well, though, like I've got to say that the points that they got definitely favoured the Axis. Like they literally got 3 points in a row on the south of the map. And they could just like if the strategy was to like turtle, then there's literally not a better set of points that they could have got. The Axis just managed, the line, you know, they were able to just build basically like a fortress around all 3 of their points and lock it into those 3 sectors, and that helped.
They didn't really have to do that at all, did they? Because it just had to defend the middle.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like
it would have been. They would have had the bonus, but
and that stops the flanks because you get the proximity warnings from the garrisons, and it stops. It's so hard to flank. Like, you know, one of the strats of what the hell have is like getting those supplies into a really, really weird place and building a garrison and then having everybody deploy there. To get the supplies there, you can't drop supplies. You have to have a dude in a truck driving and supplies. Yeah, you know who he is. And basically, if you've got that network behind and you've got that in place already, okay, you don't need it because of the other point, but you do need it to warn you of him being there. And if you can stop that play, like, that's huge. That's so big because that's such a big part of the game nowadays. It's relying on those, like, insta moves and then to get the steamroll running kind of thing. Get the choo-choo train on the tracks and...
Albert, do you have anything to add to that epic game? You saw it up in the sky.
I mean, first 20-30 minutes, amazing. Rest, as rude as it sounds, it was the same thing over and over and over.
Arty shells and tank shells. That's it.
Yes, it was the same 2 dangers. The tank that was standing on the crossroad area and the artillery, both things. I think Mage on the artillery got killed 13 plus times. You only saw his scream for a moment. He died 13 times and then I guess some few more times over the whole match of 9 minutes. So yeah, both reasons why they couldn't advance. Fire till the very end, so was foreseeable.
Absolutely. And we've got Guderian and DasAltberg on that one with the Twitch streams. So they are already up on their VODs. So go check them out. Go give them some love as well. Go give them some follow. They might have already put it on their YouTube channel as well. So drop over to there if you follow them on that. But with all of those 2 epic games, should we talk about a little bit of stats?
Yeah, go on then.
Shall we get into it? So, last week's stats combined, as at the bottom of the screen, we've got the games, participants, kills, team kills, and then the satcheling, friendly RT, vehicle, and road kills. And let's have a look at what those numbers have for us. 2 games, 198 participants, 7,000 kills, and 40. That's a lot.
That's what I was saying before. Like, if you think of 2,900 or 3,000 being like the average, and we've had 2 games and the total's 7,000 or something.
But in 2 games, 145 team kills. Would you guys take that as a semi-final? Would you be happy with that in 2 games? Divide that by 4. You're looking at about, I don't know, 40, 45 kills per team. No,
Yes.
30.
I mean, I understand. Yeah, you.
No, that's all. I wasn't going to say anything.
I mean, I understand it because tensions are high, people are worried, people are on the edge. That's why, you just to get some team kills more out. The more pressure is up, the more people crumble, the more people fuck each other up.
Yeah,
Technical
I mean,
term.
if you look at as well at like the ratios at the bottom, you've got RT kill versus team kill.
Yeah.
It's actually a small percentage of artillery kills there, 8%, relatively speaking. It's a small percentage are team kills, but like there's such a large number of total artillery kills that actually even a small percent of that does add up. So you've got 61 kills there just from artillery killing people by accident. And then the same with satchels. Like, you end up getting lots of collateral damage because of that delay on the timer. It's so hard to tell every single person in the area over a 30-second period, like, watch out. So people just end up getting killed.
Let's take a look at the top. So last week's top killer per team, infantry only, top left, for the first game against Blacklist taking on Core. Let's have a look. We've got Matt J with 83 kills, and all of them coming from his M1 Garand. Fantastic. We've got Core Jim, 67 kills, and 64 of those were from the G43. In the TL, taking on WTH.
It's got to be a mage, isn't it?
We've got So Lucky with 96 kills, and 67 of them were the MG42. WTH Reformed Gamer with 74 kills, 56 of them were from the M1 Garand. So those were the top infantry kills for the last week's game.
Wasn't So Lucky just like sitting on top of a chimney? Just like mowing people down.
Was it behind the left side of the point where you can get on top of the roof?
Yeah, something like that. It's just like sitting on the roof. Just
It is a good angle.
I remember him also being at some point in the foot because I mispronounced his name. I thought it was Slavic. Suluki, I thought his name was. It's So Lucky. God damn it.
Suluki.
Suluki.
That's a new way of saying it.
I like it.
Suluki.
Let's have the next look at the top RT killers for the weekend.
Chicken and Waffles said Lucky was on the WN7 hard cap. So just like mowing people down out
I
the
think
back.
actually it rings a bell because he was on the wall, wasn't he, as the WTH pushing on, and he was just constantly up there spraying.
They were pushing through that barbwire so much. That's such a questionable way to try and get into that point as well, and they were just throwing their guys out there. It was hard to watch.
I doubt he even aimed as well. To be fair, I don't blame him.
Just shoot the smoke.
Yeah, just ping and shoot. That's it. Don't worry about the ping. Actually, just shoot.
Yeah, just shoot.
Just shoot. Last week's top RT killers. So let's have a little look at those. In third place, we have got WTH with 100 kills, and 99 of them were from the RT. So maybe one of them was killing the recon.
Self-defense.
Jagged. WTH Jagged coming in third place with 99 artillery kills.
He's going to be up there for the tournament.
He's definitely.
In terms of like effectiveness of artillery players. Only played 4 games, but still kills per minute. He's going to be getting up there with the best of them.
100%.
And only 3 team kills in that match. As he pointed out to me, because I clipped him team killing somebody. And only 3 team kills, so that's a good number. Yeah.
In second place, we've got Core. With 105 kills, and 100 of them were RT. And who is it?
Chucky.
Hiningby.
Oh, okay. Anyway, yeah.
Himimbi.
So just one above. There's a 1 kill
And
difference between second and third, so very close. Go on.
It's got to be Chucky then.
Let's have a look. In first place, sorry, it is TL.
Can I make a guess?
No way.
It's gonna be Mage.
Okay. It's
Nice.
got 137, and 134 of them were the artillery. Mage.
Boom.
Hey!
Nice.
Jeez.
I want a washing machine. Lovely. There you go.
Yeah, we don't provide the prizes. Sorry.
Heidegger.
Yeah, it's like one of those eBay things from the early 2000s where you just buy an image.
Ah.
We'll send you a picture, a JPEG of a washing machine that you can print out at home.
Yeah, it's like Wish. When you think you're buying something decent, but
Yeah.
then it turns out like baby size something.
That's easy.
Let's take a look at last week's top kill streak, and obviously that is going to be the infantry only. In third place, TL with 16 kills with an MG42. Can we guess who it is? Speaking of MG on the left side, I believe that this was Suluki. Yes.
Suluki.
16 MG for a kill
Nice.
streak. That is good. In second place, let's have a look at the picture. TL again.
Oh.
With 18 and another MG. You can just see, just looking at this already, the RT, the tanks, and the MG. Let's have a look at who it was. Streets.
Ah, Streets. Okay.
And
I knew Streets would be on this at some point.
he was in the chat earlier. I don't know if he's still in now.
He's scared because of the KC mate.
Yeah.
Clearly.
But who's going to take first place? Let's have a look.
God.
TL again.
What?
Yes.
Damn.
Core is slacking. God damn it.
With a 19 kill streak with the car 98. It goes to... Does anyone want to take a wild guess? Chat?
No idea.
Any
With a
wild
car
guess?
98 as well.
With a car 98, yeah.
Oh, the sniper. Probably. I doubt anybody else is going to be using the car 98.
Even before it was a medic.
TL Ryan.
Yeah.
Ryan with 19 kill streak on that one.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I feel sorry for WTH. Yeah. That's just really not wanted me to play any more tournament or get involved in any tournament.
What, you don't want to be killed 137 times?
I died that in a public game with just less than level 50s.
Fair.
So I'd happily skip that. Let's take a look at last week's top tanking squads. In third place, we have got
TL.
WTH
Okay.
with a score of 75 combined with all players in the tank. It is Bohemian and Cold. And I was speaking to him a little bit after the game that they were actually a little bit sniping, RT sniping as well. So So they were just sitting back and trying to get, maybe they were getting some recon players in and around, but they got a whopping 75 and they came third, which is good. In second place does go to TL with 76 kills. Again, 1 kill difference. Greca, Kalito, and Mutiny. We did have a different player join this tank this week. Mutiny comes in to fill the spot, but second place does go to TL. Top spot does go to TL.
Yeah. Mr. Do and others, probably.
Let's have
and
a look.
Tommy.
With 83.
The Crossroads tank, probably.
Bossman, Mr. Do, and Arctic City. And I feel like this is like the 4th week running that they were top. It's going to be an epic final, I'll tell you that.
It's going to be so good.
The arty from both teams, the tanks from both teams, the infantry from both teams. Yeah. Can we just skip work and just...
Do you see now why I said that TL and Core was going to be the final?
No. I still don't. I still
won't
want
accept
WTH. I still wanted WTH. But
Fair enough.
they're going to come back. They're going to come back.
You got to respect blind loyalty like that. I mean, that's...
Now, the victims for last week. The poor victims. Let's have a look. In third place, it has TL and Core. It was a joint one.
What?
13 times. So Core X kills Arc Re and TL So Lucky kills Doodlebugs both 13 times.
Oh my god, Doodlebugs. One of those defenders I was talking about coming in from that angle that is like, why?
Yeah.
Why? Just dying over and over and over and over and over.
Sad.
So
But
sad to see.
Will we see a better victim kill than how we saw with the, what was it, 116 or something like that, or 76?
113
we have to remember to big shout out that guy next week.
Groot.
We
salute the Groot.
In second place, TL with 22. So someone got a 22 victim.
Yeah, Bossman says 5th week at the top of the tanking squad.
Ouch.
That's disgusting.
Owning this stats page.
Yeah.
TL Mage, the arty guy, taking on Captain Ducky 22 times.
Yeah, Captain Ducky as well, with Doodlebugs, with the 2 guys who are like literally pushing that front over and over and over.
From what we were talking about, Captain Ducky constantly trying to go for that tanking on that road, and also dying at least 22 times from Mage as well.
I think he was just trying to he was just beating himself on account of not placing the garrison at the Grandma's house before, and so he's just, he was like, right, I feel bad now, I'm going to throw myself into machine gun fire.
Poor Ducky.
In first place, WTH, yes, 29 times. Who killed who 29 times? Let's have a look. Bohemian kills TL Squirrels 29 times. And was Squirrels a little bit of RT, or was he defending RT?
I was going to say, are these guys sniping the artillery with the tank?
From what Bohemian said, he was sniping, RT sniping. Whether he pushed at certain points to try and kill certain players. But Squirrels has just spoken. It was tank snap and poor. But yeah, fantastic. And that just goes to show how important tank snapping has just evolved.
So was Jag just sitting there on one gun, just firing away, getting a 99 kills or whatever. Squirrels next to him, just getting blown off the gun. They roll dice to see who got what gun, and they just pick the wrong ones at the start of the game. And Jag's like, "Oh, you have a nice time there, mate."
We've got Furno. Squirrel's job was to stand on the Belgium and body block the RT shot. 2,000 IQ points.
Literally genius. That is the way.
That's brilliant.
If anyone was wondering how to stop that shot, that is the way.
So
It's said it has to be done.
Yep. Things you do. I mean, you're in the final. You'll take
You
any way
put
to get
tank
it.
simps. Now you have arty snipe simps.
Yep. So there are the stats for last weekend. Now let's take a look at the whole entire main stage that we've just gone through. We are back. So Core TL. Let's have a quick look at who they've played in the main in the playoffs. To get to this last point. DasAltberg having a little quick look around. He's in the middle. All eyes on him. So the first game was Core versus 116. Then who else did they take on? They took on Blacklist. Now they're in against TL. If I just remove myself quickly. TL took on ESPT, BHBOP, went through to take on WTH, and now they are also in the final now. So,
well, yes, except they also took on like a whole bunch of other people.
Yeah,
because they've come right from qualifiers and like the Cinderella story to come through to like the end of this huge tournament and vie for the title in the final. It's freaking crazy, dude. I think Core have played 4 matches up to this point. The Line have played 7, 8.
I think
maybe double the number of matches to get to this point. Crazy. They've honed their ragtag bunch of, misfits and ne'er-do-wells or whatever, and now they're ready to smash.
I bet you they must be tired. And will the tiredness fall for Core? Will the Core fretness? No?
Well, Core don't get tired.
No, I mean TL. TL, because of the amount of games that they've...
I think they just had more training time in that case, because they actually had to fight multiple teams with different ways of handling things in Hell and Loose. So they have the advantage. Nah, let's not go that far. But they had more matches, they had more chances to fight a bit. Like really hard training each week. So I would say they're not down yet motivation-wise or exhausted. I think they're up for some fun in the final.
Yeah. Let's talk about the final.
Are you like putting your voice on even more now, Connection, because of that little comment there from Nitro?
No, I'm like, what?
Let's
ASMR?
talk about the
Let's
final.
talk about the final.
Love it.
Maybe I might do that.
Well, ASMR, yeah. I'll watch that while I'm at work and stressing out. I just you there like, I'm at home, chilling out.
Here you go.
I'd have a cup of tea in a moment.
Welcome to the recapping. For the final, we have Core taking on TL. No, I'm taking a piss now.
I can't take it.
Honestly, the 2 people that I could listen to all day is
Stephen Hawking.
No,
not anymore. No.
Sorry, I shouldn't. You caught me off guard.
Okay.
You had to like mute and laugh.
I've forgotten his name.
Hilarious.
There's 2. He does.
Brian Blessed, clearly.
He does the animals.
What, David Attenborough?
David Attenborough.
Oh.
I could listen.
He does the animals. What kind of character is that?
Phrasing is a bit off there, but
he does the animals. Not literally.
Famous bestialist David Attenborough.
I love that guy. He does the animals.
And then there's another one.
Does he do the humans?
No, he does the prisons.
Ross Kemp.
No, Redemption.
Oh, Shawshank Redemption, the voiceover from who's that actor?
Right, yeah.
The actor.
He's also God. What's his name?
Yes, God.
Comment chat. Help us out.
Exactly.
That guy, Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman.
Yes, the free man of the Morgans. Yes.
I could listen to those guys all day. But
The man who does the animals.
You better do it.
oh dear, it's getting hot. Getting turned on. Let's talk about.
Mate, do you need to go away and blow someone's balls real quick and come back?
Oh, is he in chat? I'm joking. Right, let's have a look at the finals. So let's start from the top. GarthnX, Core versus TL. How do you predict the game will come out? I believe. Let's have a little look at what
we've had the I was going to say we've had the ban phase, so we know the map, which is huge when it comes to predicting stuff because what if they play on Kursk?
It's Saint-Marie de Mont. Core will be allies, and TL will be the Axis. So Saint-Marie de Mont, Core allies, TL Axis.
Straight away, that means that the Line have the advantage, just on the map.
Okay.
Added to that, they have these insane tankers. They also have an arty snipe, which they've revealed already, but I bet they've got another one. I've said for like weeks now that my money is on TL, and I'm sticking with it.
Okay, TL for the win. We'll go on to what the public vote is currently
on the other games, but for this one,
yeah. So we'll keep the public vote quiet just for a sec. Let's have a little quick look at what DasAltberg is thinking, because he looks quite intrigued as he's looking.
I just saw the public vote. That's why I'm quite intrigued.
Okay.
Yeah. I just had to open also Saint-Marie de Mont for the moment. I mean, TL can use some nice tankies. Some nice tanks. I think it might go to Corel because Corel bring all their stuff. I haven't seen too many TL matches. I only saw lately the match against WTH, and that was a bit of a special one. I still think it's going to go to Corel, the victory. I don't think we're going to see a 5-0 though. We will probably see a 3-2 or 4-1.
Okay. I agree.
From the general amount of Corel basically having the amount of players. And just basically deciding on how many players, because I think Corel at this point can like field 2 or 3 teams.
Yeah.
Of kind of well players, top tier and then semi tier and then still top tier and then semi tier. But I think they can just basically watch all the matches, see what are the benefits, the advantages, the important features of TL basically, mostly tanks and other things, and they can just get their best anti-tankers out, the best people to handle tanking mostly, and then it's going to be a bit of an issue. But then again, TL, I have not seen too many matches there, so I can't really say, it's going to be a lot for TL. I have not seen a lot of their matches, to be fair. I have seen the ESPT, OP, BHP versus TL match back in the day for a bit. I was alright. The first one where TL lost. I didn't see the one where they won again against ESPT, BHP, OP. Gotta mention them all.
Yeah.
Of course.
It's a mouthful.
Always. I'm getting paid to name all the people.
I missed the ERF. Yeah, you get paid by the letter.
Exactly.
GMJ, EWSS. We missed them in the tournament.
Maybe we can get them next year to mix up with Baldwire's Collectors Club as well.
Yeah, what's that trio one? That's like
the delicious free 91st Panzergrenadier, third Panzer Regiment or so. And the 38 boys. Yeah.
There's so many.
But I think it will probably go to Corel then again. I have not seen all the TL matches, so I can't judge them that well. They did well against WH, but WH was acting a bit odd there with the last hour. So I think it will still be an interesting match. It will be a sexy little match, so to say. I think Corel is going to win this, but they're not going to do a 30-minute overrun thing. No. I think it will be full time, but I think it will probably go to Corel by a 3-2 or 4-1. Yeah.
I agree with the points. I don't think it will go 5-0.
No.
Unless it's like an hour and 20 minutes and it's 4-1, they're attacking and they win. It won't be a quick game.
Yeah.
Or we get to see that rare thing that we sometimes see, which is the double clap, where they basically capture the point and already have their whole army on the next point. That could be an issue.
That would
And
be
be
good
trouble.
to see. I'd like to see a steamroll for the final. That would be awesome. all of that anticipation just up to like.
Yeah.
I want to see the
wrecked,
stalemate.
I think it 100% gonna be a fantastic final.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna get told off for this, but I think it's gonna be a more interesting final if it was
WTH,
Core
yeah.
and TL. Then Core and WTH. You know.
Well said.
That I agree.
I applaud that.
But I still kind of wish WTH were in it. But that's fine.
Journalistic
TL deserve to
integrity,
be
that's
in
what
here.
that is.
If I'm going with my head, I think Core will win. With the experience, with how aggressive that they are. But from what we've seen out of TL, they can kill and lots of people of it. So I think if TL can kind of absorb the impact that Core are pushing on to them and they counter, because I feel like Core are more aggressive than the defensive. So I think if TL can work that on their side, they are up for the win. So my heart goes to TL, but my head is Core. But I want to ask.
I'm making some faces right now.
Yeah.
I want to know.
That sounds lovely. I think it's going to be Core, but I would love it would be TL messing up Core. I see what your idea is there.
I just want to watch
beat
it.
them. Just beat them.
Yeah, I mean, like WTH, like. So the line have faced a few teams that play like WTH or similar style to WTH, where it's like meat grinder and then trying to like catch you out, and they've perfected defending against that style. Their style before that they had, like that, where I was saying they've kind of learned over these games, like that's more of a style that they've used here to beat WTH. For me, I think the style they had before was actually more suited to playing against Core. So it's whether, for me, it's like whether or not they have like the full game now, or if they've like fully changed, or if they kind of get how to play against Core. I know exactly what you're saying, Berg, about Core's players. Like they're so good and they've got so many to draw from, and like they can match them up to counter the threat. But equally, they're when you're in that situation, when you're in their like unchallenged type of situation, like there can also be a sort of arrogance that goes with that. And I think if the line can get into a position where they're now like shocking and surprising Core, like in some situation, and throw them off their guard, as it were, then that's how they'll open them up. And that's more like their old play rather than like the newer stuff where they've been like turtling against what the hell. But we'll see. If they try the turtle against Core, I think it'll be very, very hard.
Do we know who is the commander for the Core side? It's going to be Havald. Or who is it going to be?
So.
He's in chat.
Haval's in chat, so
Havald, open your mouth.
Just no buttering it about it. Just open your mouth.
Haval says there is no defensive or offensive. There is just Core.
Well,
they're literally like the Borg or something.
The public vote currently stands at 93 to Core and 91 to TL. And I'm looking back. We normally go through every public vote that there was, and only being 2 votes in it. GartHnix, I think you can agree that this is the closest.
This is what you want to see from a final.
Yeah.
Like, let's go as far as saying that this new system has made some awesome games for us to watch up until this point, and the final is no exception to that rule. It is like the tightest vote that we've probably seen in the whole seasonal, practically. And for that to be the final, that's wicked.
Shall we final it up with some clips of last week, or shall we carry on? Before we go on to the top clips, I have just one song to play for you guys, and I'm surprised no one has said it just yet.
I didn't get that. What?
It's coming. Oh, is it?
Oh.
Hey, so the We Will Rock You. I forgot you haven't got it on the.
Okay.
I hope that came out. Bring it on. Just straight up, bring it on. Let's look top clips.
Amazing. So we don't know who's casting those games or that game, sorry, yet. But make sure you check out on the Discord to see when that's announced. Like, go over, follow them. You know, we've barely as well. Like, I really want to talk to Altberg as well, just briefly about like his kind of like involvement a little bit with Hell Let Loose. I mean, we probably should have done this like earlier in the show, but we're getting towards the end now. But like before we kind of wrap it up. For me, like, I think you'd be one of the top picks to probably be casting this final. You've casted so many games throughout this tournament. You've casted in, I don't know how many seasonals before. Like, how did you get involved in this? And like, you know, we said right at the start, you've brought so much to the community. I mean, what's your kind of story of How Let Loose? Like, how is this?
Once before a time, a little Altberg strolled into the lands. No, it was, I think it was 2020, early 2020. Was some, I think, training camp or some other group had like an 1818 setup. No? I was with the 82nd AD back in the day, and Jem from the 82nd AD basically said, hey, we have the matches coming up, and some of the boys are streaming the PoEs and things, and can somebody just basically talk in English over the material? And I said, sure, I just started streaming the other day. I can do that. Sure. So I just went in there and basically did some casting in 2020 over just some PoEs. That was before Artmaker was out. And then I joined many different things. Oh my god, the winter seasonal? I did a poster for that as well. Then, what did I do? The spring seasonal, then the, good God, the summer season, I think? I'm unsure about that one, I'm always unsure. The summer cup I did.
Cup, and then Greyhound.
Greyhound Cup, yes. Then more of the 1818 stuff, a bit on the side there. Then some more seasonal stuff. I keep thinking there was a summer season, but I'm not sure right now. God damn it. But yeah, there was also some. It was like 2 or 3 seasons at this point. The Pro Bowl thing that Incheon originally made, that he didn't have time for that because of emergency things. So I did that one as well. Yeah, and then I think we're at the springtime now. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're like insanely experienced at doing this casting thing, is what I'm hearing at this point. And
I get around.
You've been here and like watched the ascension of like, well, this tournament, I guess, and probably some others, and you know, probably the demise of some others, but kind of been like there throughout as big part of the community. Like I know whenever I go and look on any kind of Discord chats or whatever, you're like very active on the Discord. You're everywhere. Like
I'm annoying as fuck. Yeah.
No, I was gonna say like you give so much like time and energy to this game, but do you play other games as well?
I don't really play Let Loose that much, as silly as it sounds. I get too salty.
Yeah, I'm right there with you on that one, to be honest.
I mean, I play so much on stream and off stream. I basically just play. When I do some editing, like video editing, runs in the background, like rendering, I just play some Noita, some little pixel arts, roguelike games, or when I have some free time, I play some strategy games or some RPGs mostly. I do play some shooty stuff, like Hell Let Loose once in a while, but I mostly just go RPG or strategy games, to be fair. Yeah.
So a bit of single player, nice and relaxed.
Yeah.
I have to admit, obviously, when I watch your streams, it is funny and it's entertaining. But there's nothing more entertaining when you're actually playing and you're in a squad with you. My God, is it funny? It's funny as fuck. So if you haven't been in a squad with DasAltberg, you see him and there is a spot, jump in because you're going to enjoy it for sure.
Just me running past you with a shotgun. Oh, what was it? Utah Beach, I think. Just me with a shotgun and killing enemy snipers in the distance. Just running open field. Hey, I killed Benfield. Yay!
House has just said a very nice message there. Streamer squad. Maybe Maybe he's just come up to
God,
something.
squad leader. Yeah, right. Cheers, mate.
Yeah. Everyone's streaming. We're all in their own. We're gonna start. Can you imagine a whole tournament where we're a whole competitive team and we're all streamers and we're all playing?
Well, I'll talk to you about something.
We're gonna win.
Well, I
We're
briefly
coming.
mentioned something before, but yeah.
I mean,
so,
we had that thing
so-
with the dark side role-playing thing. It was just with role-playing, so it would be the other role-playing.
Yes. Yeah, roleplay would be kind of cool too, but
Nah.
You had me at roleplay. I'm up.
That dark side thing, the role-playing was most. At least the first one was just go. I watched those. The American side was going. Oh, I'm gonna go back to my girl. To Jenny back in the wall. Like go to Mississippi back. And the German, I switched to the German side. It was just Schnitzel, sterben, That was 1.5 hours of just this shit.
Oh my God.
Bunker, fucking hell.
so
That was the role-playing.
So top quality roleplay entertainment is what you're talking about. What's the problem? I don't understand.
Oh, meine Batti, fucking hell. He's the man who does the animals. There was no connection, sorry, it was a mix-up, yeah.
Oh.
I'm gonna keep that sentence.
Wait there. I'm gonna try and do my mic drop. It did work.
You need one that's like David Attenborough just saying something for a moment there.
And there we have the mic drop.
Well, no connection in the wild. That's funny. So, but yeah, we mentioned before as well about you doing like all the videos and stuff, like which is wicked. But I mean, is streaming and like video editing, is that something that you kind of like? How did you even get into that? Like, you're obviously pretty good at the video editing stuff at this point.
I mean, I wanted to have basically a little intro or a little video for seasonal, so I thought I will make a little video for the seasonal, and then that's when I started doing editing.
Really? So, like, the seasonal videos are like your first production?
Nah, not really. I did some basic video editing back in the day, just with some hell loose, like the generic shit you see on the YouTubes, like, our amazing kill streak or some shit like that. That's what you normally see. That just, it's what. Like,
I hope that's not your accent, your impersonation for an English accent.
No, that's just a wee voice. I'm not gonna try with the British accent. No, because it just happens to become an Australian something accent.
It's a merge.
I should not. I actually learned my English basically back in the day from playing Day of Defeat Source, because I played on the Essex Monkeys Day of Defeat server.
No,
There was a lot of people from Essex. And some Scottish people, and some, I think one Irish guy or something. But yeah, there was a lovely times that I basically learned all my English, including school English, from that server.
That's awesome. Video games, an educational service.
Yes.
As well as, something to trigger you and make you beat your wife. So, you're obviously doing like the video stuff, which is wicked, and you've been doing this streaming as well. But you kind of have a different way of doing like the streaming than a lot of the rest of us. You've got somebody else who like helps you with like doing the camera angles. Like how does all that work? So you're live, right?
You want to know my secrets? God damn it! No, it's just basically me. I think Guderian tried it as well the other day. It's basically just me talking over a 15-minute delayed footage. That's all. So you could just do the same just by having basically a Twitch page open, just talking over the material.
So you don't kind of control like switching between camera angles and things like that?
Oh, I do that. I basically switch from different streams in that case. I just basically have my cameraman that flies around, does the camera angles and things. Then I switch to the other guy that streams for this POV, and then basically, you can just do that. It's easy.
So you basically just have 7-8 Twitch channels up, and then you just pick.
Nice. Yeah, and then
that's
sort
the
of
magic.
Reacting over it. So
the problem, of course, is that I can't like say, oh, admin cam, could you go down there and then like check this thing right out, because it's 15 minutes delayed. So the cameraman needs to know what he has to do. So like that's why most of you will see that slow, smooth. That's the thing I like, the smooth hovering over the hard point, and sometimes then zooming in on some action.
Yeah, I guess like you have to have quite a good relationship with that person to you work out like how it works for the best. But you guys, is it the same person that you've worked together for a real long time?
Absolutely. It's little old Mr. Willis from the Odd Company back in the day.
Shout out to Mr. Willis in DasAltberg's basement. Yeah.
Oh, is that? I was about to say it's like the Stig. No one knows who he is,
Yeah.
but everyone wants to know who he is.
And just like the stick, he lives in my basement. But
What? They're both in the basement. He's like the collector out of Marvel or whatever. He's got like a basement full of random TV personalities.
Yes,
Guderian is
Guderian.
asking, does your cameraman use a controller?
He uses love, a lot of love, and also controller. Yes.
That's how he's got the smoothness.
No, that's the love, but the controller helps.
That's the love. The controllers for the triggers. That's something else.
Right. Let's.
Nice. So, but that's just for all the people who are in chat who like aren't familiar with Altberg. Like because he does the stream that way, like he can react with you live in chat, and it creates like a really fun experience. And it's kind of slightly different to like how a lot of the rest of us do it, where we're 15 minutes delayed. We have that control over the map or whatever if we want to look at the map all of a sudden. But you know, if you want like a really fun experience, like definitely go check out Altberg's stream. Also for other games as well, clearly, like we said, do go check him out. So thank you for coming on, Altberg. Thank you for all the stuff you do for the community. It's been a real pleasure.
Thank you very much. Your service
for
has
having
been
me.
greatly appreciated. Clips?
Clips!
Okay, let's go. First one will be Core taking on Blacklist. Let's have a look.
Crusader!
I love Lapino's scream and laughter, and when he gets really excited, it's fantastic. But that was Crusader with a chasing spade kill or melee kill. Let's have a little watch of that again.
Crusader!
Discussing from Crusader.
He misses that first time, and he's just like,
Yeah.
"No, I'm not going to get my gun out. I'm going to do this."
Start points, clearly.
Well, I don't think that was his first one. Or his last one, should I say.
Crusader on a knife spree.
Let's have a look.
Crusader qui a décidé d'aller chercher la MG. Voilà le coup de pelle de Crusader. J'en étais sûr.
Crusader back against the MG with another spade kill. Let's have a look at that again from Lapino's stream.
Crusader qui a décidé d'aller chercher la MG.
One animal.
Voilà le coup de pelle de Crusader. J'en étais sûr.
He had no ammo left, so it's Havold. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Makes me think of last season with the ammo. I remember a tank. Oh, I don't know which team it was. It was the Finns against somebody, I think, and they ran out in their Puma with ammo, and they spotted the enemy garrison. And they actually charged the garrison, dropped out, and then dismantled it on foot while there was like 3-4 guys around them.
No
It was a good
way.
clip. It was an amazing. I think it was Carrot. I'm unsure, but it was the Finns against somebody, I think.
We had another one like that earlier on, maybe about 2 weeks prior. I forgot the team and the player, but he basically, I think it was Saint-Marie de Mont. He took a transport truck, went straight into the barn at the top point for the second, and took down the garrison inside the barn, then got shot straight after. Someone might remember that one. I can't remember.
It was Crusader from Corre.
Was it? Oh.
Yeah.
Triple Crusader moment right now.
It was the one where he basically just crossed over the whole sector and basically charged into the building and then took it down.
Yes, with the transport
Yeah,
truck.
that's one of the clips in one of the Hell Let Loose seasonal videos.
Yes.
Yeah. That was Crusader from Corre. I have the info. It was Finns Let Loose versus Team Phoenix. There we go.
The War Satchel. It was.
Was that? Or maybe not.
That was Crusader. I think Guderian's on with
He's
another one.
on,
Yeah, I think it was another one. No, I meant it was the match there with the running out of ammo with the Puma.
Sorry, that one. Yeah.
Another clip for the same game. Let's have a look.
So Blacklist trying to make their way and wrap themselves around these core spawns. That's Pegamin. Oh, and that's gonna be a huge Gary spawn. That's 1 kill, 2 kills, 3 kills, 4. That's 5. That's 2 players. That's gonna be Frail and Pegamon. Great work.
That was nice.
Yeah, it looks like actually quite a few players here supporting.
Getting to charge it. Oh yeah, they just need a couple. Yeah, okay, nice.
There you go. Can they get there before the next wave? Cruz actually should be able to, I believe.
And it cuts out just in time. But I'm pretty sure, GarthnX, you can probably just confirm. Did that one go down in the end? Do you remember that
Garrison?
one? Yeah.
I'm not sure it did. I feel like it went down like very shortly afterwards, but I'm not sure it goes down immediately. I think maybe there's another player who runs in, but I forget now.
Let's have a little look at that one again. We've watched everything twice.
So Blacklist trying to
Yeah,
make
when you're
their
playing
way
them
and
the first time, I
wrap
think there's like a
themselves
little
around these
echo.
core spawns. That's Pegamin. Oh, and that's gonna be a huge Gary spawn. That's 1 kill, 2 kills, 3 kills, 4. That's 5. That's 2 players. That's gonna be Frail and Pegamon. Great work.
That was nice.
Yeah, it looks like actually quite a few players here supporting.
They're kind of getting to charge it now. Yeah, they just need a couple. Yeah, okay, nice.
There you go. Can they get there before the next wave?
Nitro says it went
Cruz
down
actually
straight
should be
away,
able to,
so
I
he's got a
believe.
better memory than me.
Okay, nice. And that what you were saying earlier about that game, you know, Core trying to find an area, but Blacklist were trying to cut them out and sniff them out. And there's a clip that just solidifies what you've just said. So they are 3 of some clips out of many, but I think it's just better just to go over and watch the game on Lapino and Mr. Nitro's stream. Watch the whole game because it was just epic. Moving on to the WTH. You saw a little bit of a glance there. Trigger happy. WTH with TL. Let's have a look.
Now, what do we just peek? We got a YOLO. They recognize it's time to send everybody in.
Yeah, I don't think
Greyhound.
that's very long.
Now, if he comes around, he's looking for the Panzer IV.
Yeah,
I can guarantee you that. Now,
Well,
the Panzer
probably
IV
he really just needs to wipe some OPs here.
Yeah.
Panzer IV's not happening. He's gonna get rocketed before that. He's just going for OPs. This is a good play. So maybe so he's gonna go for the.
Here it is.
But there's
Now, look
just
at
no way
this.
this actually lasts, right?
Oh yeah, I remember this.
Oh wow.
Huge
man.
play, man.
Is that
I
Wild
think he
Bill?
also gets a
Is that-
road
it
kill
could
as
be
well.
Wild- you know, it looks like a Wild Bill type play.
There he is.
Star Lord.
Oh!
Look at he runs one over. Oh!
That was Mr.
Road
Dude.
kill.
This is a really good play by the Greyhound. He's not only turned the
tying
tank,
him
but he's
up.
got OPs. This is crazy.
Yeah, and in spite of all that,
Oh, there he goes.
down Greyhound dead, and
Yes.
He crashes, so unfortunate, and then
That bonk.
But that's one, we've seen a lot of WTH tanks do that. They are quite aggressive, but we also see that how much of an impact a tank just doing something like this. Yes, you might go down, but look at how many bodies are turned back facing the other way, and look at how many WTH are pushing on with their tank, and I believe it's just above Captain Ducky there who's down. There's a tank about to push in, so sometimes you just need that. But let's have a little look at that again.
Nice.
now what do we just peek? We got a YOLO. They recognize it's time to send everybody in.
Yeah, I don't think
Greyhound.
that lasts very long.
Now, if he comes around, he's looking for the Panzer IV.
Yeah,
I
he's-
can guarantee you that. Now,
Well,
the Panzer
probably
IV
he really just needs to wipe some OPs here.
Yeah.
Panzer IV's not happening. He's gonna get rocketed before that. He's just going for OPs. This is a good play. So maybe so he's gonna go for the.
Here it is.
But there's
Now, look
just
at
no
this.
way this actually lasts, right? Oh wow.
Huge
man.
play, man.
Is that Wild Bill?
Is that? It could be wild. You know, it looks like a Wild Bill type play.
Yeah, it's
Star Lord
No,
and
Star-Lord.
and
Look at he runs one
Bazooka.
over. Oh!
Roadkill.
This is a really good play by the Greyhound. He's not only turned the
tying
tank,
him
but he's
up.
got OPs. This is crazy.
Yeah, and in spite of all that,
Oh, there he goes.
down
Nice.
Greyhound dead, and
One clip down. We've got 2 more. Stay there. Let's go on to the next one.
you gotta see a little red. Where's the little red dot?
Come on, where's the set? Where's the set? Cleared it.
What's he doing over
There, he's
There
putting it down, baby!
There you go,
Oh,
Stevie.
let's go!
That's it, Stevie Wonder. What do you got?
And it's funny because he actually cleared it. Oh, up. He's up.
Our
He's
guy,
looking for it.
Stevie.
He's looking for it. He's looking for it.
Dota. Zoda, excuse me, Dota. Oh,
Where's the
shit.
set?
Zoltan
yeah,
can't find it.
No,
He can't find it.
he sees it, dude. You see it.
He's
It's
looking
the ending
for the
that got
satchel.
me. I'm really
We're
sorry,
gonna stay here
Zoltan.
for the carnage. It's sizzling.
Tick,
And he sees just at the end.
pieces.
Ooh, it was in good
Rest
goodness.
in pieces. Now
Yeah.
TL takes the house. Let's.
Let's do that again. I'm sorry.
That
See a
yeah.
little red. Where's the little red dot?
Come on, where's the
Cool,
set?
Zoltan.
Where's the
He knew it was there.
Yeah.
There, he's
There
putting
it
it
is.
That
down,
was
baby!
Stevens, wasn't it?
Oh,
Stevie.
let's go!
That's it, Stevie Wonder. What do you got?
And it's funny because he actually cleared it. Oh, up. He's up.
Our
He's
guy,
looking for
Stevens.
it. He's looking for it. He's looking for it.
Dota.
Awesome
excuse me,
transition
Dota.
from
Oh,
Where's the
shit.
set?
Guderian
He
there on that
sees
one
it.
as well.
No, he's
I like these
up.
pop-ups.
He sees
Oh,
it,
yeah.
dude. You see it.
He's looking for the satchel.
Well, we're gonna stay
Some
here
of
for the
those
carnage.
pictures are so funny.
It's sizzling.
Tick,
Streets' one's
sizzling.
looking amazing.
pieces.
Muck Snapper's one's great.
It was in good
Rest
goodness.
in pieces. Now
Yeah.
TL takes the house.
So
Let's.
DasAltberg, I was looking at your stream and I remember at one point you saw quite a few infantry guys from the WTH at this main building here, and you also mentioned that there was give it about 10 seconds and there'll be an explosion. I thought that was that clip, but then I realised there wasn't enough WTH players there.
Yeah.
I think I've got it though.
Oh, that's lovely.
Let's have a look.
10 seconds if you see something explodes. Sorry, yeah, with 10. I mean, if he was able to put something down, it would be hilarious to see them all blow up right now.
Oh, that voice.
They're just trying to dominate the area, just by being in that house, just trying to shell anything that's
Any
coming
second?
close.
Around like 11 or
And
something.
again,
Top right.
Oh, okay.
TL is not pushing the area that the WH should have been. Some artillery is coming down, okay? And that is the satchel I was wondering about. There we go. Ay.
And that's that building that you were on about, that WTH were
Yeah.
trying to push in from, and that is quite a vocal point for WN4 to have, if you can get that. But it's such a cutthroat if the enemy get up to that, and especially Satchel. I can't quite see who satcheled it. I don't know if you remember.
I think you can see the name at the very start for a second.
Okay,
Of the
we'll
clip.
play it again.
Just pause it right at this clip
See
starts.
something explodes.
Let me start right at the beginning. It's quite a tough one.
Yeah.
Might have to go full screen on this one, but
mean, if he was
if
able
anyone
to
in
put
the
something
chat
down, it would
knows
be
who
hilarious to
was
see them all blow up right now.
this with the satchel, do give him
They're just trying to dominate the area, just
an
by being in
announcement.
that house, just trying to shell anything that's coming close.
I don't know how many players that is. 1, 2, 3, 4,
And
5, 6,
again,
like 6 or 7 players.
TL is not
Yeah.
pushing the area that the WH should have been. Some artillery is coming down, okay? And that is the satchel I was wondering about. There we go.
That's big as well because they're
Ay,
where
ay,
they're
ay,
spawning is like quite far away, so
Yeah.
they have to all get there again.
But again, just a few clips of an impeccable game from WTH and TL. Go have a look on DasAltberg or Hell Let Loose Guderian's Twitch. Go give him a follow and watch that game fully. That was a corker, and both of them were a corker. Let's recap.
Satchel was Monk apparently.
Ah, it was Monk. Okay.
So GarthnX has very kindly put the links in. Thank you very much, GarthnX, for those Twitch streamers. So go give them love. Go give them a follow. Go give them some support. Go watch the VODs if you want. For me, that's it. I am ready for Sunday. Is
Ready
it
for the
Sunday?
final.
Have they given a date
we
yet?
don't know yet, I think.
It's the weekend.
It's the weekend. The whole weekend. So get the whole weekend free.
No date yet.
Yeah. It is Sunday. Perfect. So, yes, Saint Marie de Mont, Core being allies, TL being axes on Sunday.
Wait, is it on Sunday? Where are you getting this information?
I mean, Mr. Do is one of the head boys
Yeah,
for GL,
yeah.
so maybe he has some inside infos already.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
They're probably
I was
talking.
looking at the chat. I didn't realise it was Mr. D. that
What
said
they're
it.
talking? What is this madness?
But go follow the Howl Let Loose seasonal Discord, where you can follow everyone on the game, how the whole tournament has come out so far, all the way up to the final. Some funny posters, of who's playing who. There's numerous of like stick men. I think it's someone from the Fiends Let Loose, I believe, that does all those.
Yeah.
That little picture people, stickmen, and like drawn up tanks. Some funny pictures. So do go follow the seasonal Discord. For me, that's it. Do you guys have anything else in chat? Do you have anything else? I've got one question. Sorry, is Abusive Fast still here? I see him in chat. Like he's watching. I don't know if you're still here. If you are, do you have, just before if we finish, no, okay, sorry. Do you have the statistics of Saint Marie de Mont, the allies winning and the axes winning? Just off the top of your head,
we
if
have
it's
that.
close. Do we have it? I can't.
Yeah.
Oh, I probably can't get it up on
let me
Discord.
find that. So, wiki stats. Which one did you say?
Saint Marie de Mont.
Saint Marie de Mont.
The
So
wins
it's
ratio between
75% win rate for Germans in the tournament.
74% win ratio for who?
For the Germans, which is what I said before. TL have got the right team. They've already got a huge advantage from playing as Germans.
Okay. Leave you with that stat.
You guys actually used the tip I sent you, huh?
Oh, he's jumped in chat.
Yes.
Hello,
He
hello.
jumped in here. Yes. Very
How are you?
sneaky.
Very
I'm good, yeah.
Good. Yeah, so we're obviously
Abuse,
GartHnix.
that picture that you sent us, that's for the whole tournament, that's not
Yeah, I
general.
think so, yeah.
Yeah. So yes, definitely seems like an Axis advantage at the moment, a German advantage. So.
Yes.
Well, while we've got abusive IE, do you want to give us a little hint of what might be coming next week in GartHnix's stream when we solidify the whole of the tournament and the final and whoever won? Do you want to give us a little?
Alright, well, you've already told the people who's coming along that stream?
No, just you, and I haven't officially told anyone.
You ready to tell people officially, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it. You can do it. if you
Okay,
want.
well, at least it's gonna be Heidi and Jane. I'm gonna be there. I'm guessing the winning team, maybe the losing team as well, I guess.
Probably the winning team.
We'll
Yeah.
see.
Yeah, we'll see. Let's see how they
And,
feel.
yeah, the plan was, if I understood correctly, at least, that we're gonna of course recap the finals match, and kind of look back then at the tournament as a whole. Again with some stats, and of course there's some interesting stuff that I have not really shared, or not really been able to share throughout the tournament as well. And there's some interesting facts and balance questions even you could ask yourself.
Yes, I think that's
the
it.
game. And well, if
I
you want
think
to
there's
know
a lot
what
of
it is, I
interesting
guess you're gonna
stuff
have to
come out.
join. Yeah.
Yeah.
So over those 8, 10, 15, 64 weeks that we've been going on this tournament,
64.
It'll be 11 weeks of matches with a couple of weeks in between.
Yes. So all of those times that we've said, hold for Abusify, wait for Abusify to answer those questions. Now's the time. Get those questions ready for next week, and you can ask him direct. Pressure's on you. You know, you've said that you've got some special stuff coming for us. That's very, very exciting. So I'm looking forward. I think the chat and the public love like the stats side of this as well. They're quite into it as well. So I'm quite excited to see what you're going to bring for us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Crazy numbers. That's all I'll say for
crazy
now.
numbers. So yeah, next week, same time, same place.
Exactly,
Well,
just
not
on
the same
your
place,
stream.
to be fair, just on my stream. So yeah, same time, 8 p.m. UK time. Come along to my stream, and yeah, all of that awesome stuff that Abusify just said, and it's going to be very, very calm and relaxed. You know, because it'll all be over at that point, and we'll all be able to like look back and smile at all the hundreds and hundreds of times that the players have died, and you know, we'll try and work out like what real life fictional battle has actually cost that many lives, because I'm telling you, it's a lot. Like Omaha Beach is like 10,000 deaths.
Yeah.
For context, and there's been like 130,000 deaths in the tournament. So,
speaking of,
it's gonna be a big battle.
Like GarthnX just said, lots of kills. DasAltberg, are you gonna have, or are you looking to do any like a roundup video of all the best plays, the funny moments? Do you do that, or?
Probably something like that. Probably
Yeah,
something.
exactly.
I need to see how it all works because I have a lot of stuff to do this week. But I will try. I will try.
It's not just trying to get on here. It's just so people can get in a mindset of just keep an eye out for you, and if there is a video that will be coming of a summary or something like that. I don't know if you plan.
Probably. I did 2 things for the last season, for the fall season. Oh, I nearly forgot that. Which was the compilation of cool moments, and the derpilation, which was basically everybody, killing themselves, blowing their own airhead up. That's not gonna get forgotten.
Nice.
And other special moments, but I had the compilation and the derpilation, so I might do something like that again. Yep.
I'd be well up for that.
I might get vacations next
DasAltberg
week.
if you want to see that.
So there we have it. The last week of the recapping. We've only got one left after the final. The final's on Sunday. Good luck to Core. Good luck to TL. But please, thank you for the guys that have been playing and the girls that have been actually playing the games. The amount of hours that have been played in the tournament is ridiculous, and that's just playing. I can't imagine, the pre-work, the debriefs, the team chats, everything going behind. Big appreciation for the community managers, the communities themselves getting part of it, but also thank you to these guys here, DasAltberg and GarthnX, for joining tonight, and the streamers. Please go thank all the streamers, even if you just message them. Guy, mate, I loved your stream. Thank you very much. It goes a long way. So just go give.
It's so nice when you get a message from somebody random, being like, "Oh, thank you for your cast." Like, I saw it and it's really good. Like, that's really nice. It's like not as common as you might think, but it does happen, and it's always super cool. And it's oftentimes like, it's like such a big deal for a streamer you don't realize. Like,
no. And then obviously there's going to be a huge thank you to DasAltberg. DasAltberg. With the trailers.
He's like, whatever, yeah.
With the trailers and getting all the layouts and stuff. We will go with Abusify next week to thank him and Heidi and Jane for not only the stats but also Hell Let Loose, the tournament. But that will be next week on GarthnX's stream. To finish up, let's go raiding.
Yes.
Who are we going to raid tonight? Does anyone have anyone that they would like to raid? DasAltberg, do you have anyone to raid? Or even Abusify?
Oh, why not?
I have no clue which.
I don't watch the streams.
You've got Will again. You've got Soundboards. Raided them in the past. You've got Lepinu as well.
Lepinu.
Little Soul Raver, but he's gonna speak German, I would assume.
Okay.
Can speak English. Just force him to speak English.
God,
Just
Looks like Lapino might be in the lead. Abusify and a Bolt already asking. Should we go Lapino?
Sure. Oui, oui.
Okay. Again, thank you very much for joining. It's probably the shortest stream that we've done.
I mean, there's not much to talk about. Then it was 8 matches fed up, but it's 2 matches.
Yeah, but it's still 2 matches.
We dragged it out.
Hours.
We dragged it out.
Well, mine was 30 minutes, and we know 60 minutes of that.
Right. Thank you very much.
Thanks for joining us.
Take care, and let's go jump onto Lapino. Oh, House Gangster Lady Ritsu. Is that English?
Don't know. She's tanking apparently.
How many? But we've already given it to Bolt. Yeah, we've already given it. I feel
he's got the shout out quickly.
Right, raid starting. Thank you very much, guys and
Goodbye,
girls,
guys.
for joining in.
Goodbye.
Thank you.